Today we're going to solve a problem that I hate about my GMC Denali. Welcome to the Full Octane Garage. I'm Kurt.
And I'm James.
And today we're going to solve a problem that I hate about my GMC Denali. This is a 2021. A lot of the Denalis have this feature. I'll call it a feature. It's not a feature in my mind, but it is an auto stop system in the truck, which causes the motor to stop in certain circumstances when you're paused at a red light. What this does when you accelerate, the starter kicks in, the motor starts rolling again. Does a lot of wear and tear on your starter. It's kind of an annoyance in my mind, so there is a company out that makes a solution for this, and it's called the AutoStop Eliminator. And it's very simple. This is what comes in the package. This is actually an inline plug that all it does, it doesn't disable permanently your auto stop. What it does is it enables your switch to maintain a memory. So when you get in a Porsche 911 as an example, you can go in and push the auto stop button and it will never re-enable no matter how many times you start that car. With the GMC Denali, every time you start the truck up, you have to stop it if you do not want it to operate. What this does, it's an inline device that plugs into your existing dashboard switch, so there is a little bit of dismantling that we're going to have to do, and we'll show you how to do that. And this plugs in between the wiring harness of the truck and the switch, and it has factory style connectors. And what this allows you to do is set the position that you want the truck to always start at. So I want it to be off. I will turn it off, turn the truck off, and every time I start the truck from there on out, until I change this position while the truck is running, it will memorize that switch setting. So let's get right to it. The tools you're going to need is you're going to need a 7mm socket. Don't really need an extension with it, but I have one. A T15 socket or a T15 screwdriver style wrench. We're going to need an assortment of plastic non-marring pry bars, and we're going to need a small screwdriver for removing the electrical connections. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to remove this plug. And then inside of here is going to be a 7mm bolt. And we're going to put the socket on it and remove it. I want to try to be careful not to lose this thing in Never Never Land.
Oh, can you imagine?
Well, there is no Neverland.
Oh, it ends right there?
Closed, yeah,
okay,
so we're good. Okay, now what we need to do is remove the side panel. Now, up in this upper quadrant near the dash, this slides out. It does not have a pull-out snap clip, so you want to be careful not to pull there. We'll pull all the way around the rest of it and allow it to snap out. Well, we should. Let's do this. There we go. And it continues around a little bit further back. Sounds like you're tearing the truck apart, and you probably are. All right, now we got to get some from down underneath here. Helps if I don't have these big heavy floor mats in here. Okay, that came out.
I'm glad we're doing this to your truck.
All right, put this in a safe place. Okay, on the second side, we're going to start pulling it apart, and it should clip in very similarly.
And there's not a bolt on the passenger side.
There is not a bolt on the passenger side, which is puzzling to me. That's where that fry went.
I'm going to tell my wife. It's her fault.
That is the passenger side.
All right, so that comes out. There we go. Okay, once you lift this up, you're going to see a couple of wires down here that are going to be important to get off. You'll notice that there's a little tang in here, and this little tang, you're going to go on the outside of it and push toward the connector. There we go, and it just pulls right off. So that one you don't have to worry about. Now we have one more, and this is going to be for your phone charger. Now this one here has a little red clip that you're going to pull outward. So we'll take that red pin out, and then there's a little clip underneath that you push up and wiggle out. So you'll notice that this is where the red clip was.
Oh yeah.
And the red clip goes in here to lock it.
Keep that pin from moving.
To keep that pin from moving around. So you want to make sure that you save this red clip and put it back later so that this thing stays locked in. I didn't have a non-marring tool that was that shape, so I took some tape and wrapped some tape around it to help protect it. You're going to pry this off and pull backwards. Oh, boy. Got one. There we go. It's going to be really tight. It sounds horrible. There we go. We're going to stick this underneath and there we go. Now on this side, what we're going to do is do the same thing. Stick the pry bar in and apply some pressure. Go. And we're out. Step is going to be taking the trim ring off of the surround so that we can get to the bolts to remove the center console. Again, we're going to put some tape on where we're going to be separating, trying not to damage the dashboard. We're going to start at the lower sections first. And hopefully these come off a little easier. Let me see that blue one down there. There we go.
You put them in like you're changing a bike tire.
Putting the fat wedge in seems to help it come out a little bit. Not that I'm saying anything's fat. That would be politically incorrect.
Yeah.
There we go.
And now we can snap in a carbon fiber one.
Ooh, that would be nice. The next thing is going to be taking these Torx bolts out of here, and these are T15s. And all we do is unscrew them. And then down here in the dark, you're going to see a couple more.
If only they had a device where you could kind of pull a trigger and the end would just spin.
Right, wouldn't that be nice? Okay, you're going to keep your tie wrap handy because once we pull this stack out, we're just going to lean it forward or lean it backwards a little bit and put a tie wrap in so that it doesn't support itself on the wires. So you can stick a little pry bar in here and pull it out. And the stack will come out just like that. And there's a handy hole here. Just run your tie wrap through this. Run it through this and just get it to catch. There we go. Okay, so this is the wire we're going to be working with. What we're going to do is we're going to pull this red clip out, which is easier said than done. Over on this side is where you're going to be pushing a clip that holds this in, and you can see it's starting to come out. So now that it's out, we're going to go out and we're going to take this kit, and you got to stay where you're at. This wire has a receiving end that comes with the kit. This is the complete kit that you're seeing for my truck. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug that into the little pigtail.
Went right in there.
We're going to reassemble that safety clip. And now what we're going to do is plug this back into the switch. And it doesn't have a safety clip that came with it, so we're just going to leave it like that. And what we'll do is, we don't want this to rattle in here, so what we're going to do is tie wrap this to a wire, and then we'll stuff the rest of this back in here. Now the kit comes with a couple of tie wraps that are shorter. And find a blind here. Yes, here we go. Okay, now I'm going to put one more tie wrap on this so that because I can already sense that it could have a rattling issue, and I am not good with rattles. So it does come with 2 tie wraps. I'm assuming that they knew something that I didn't. Nothing like plastic on plastic rattles. Okay, that's secured in there. We're going to take some wire cutters and trim these off. We're going to cut the tie wrap on the stack. And then we're going to tuck the wires in and start putting the stack back in. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to align the stack back up. There's some alignment holes, and we're going to snap it into place. And it looks like it's all in. And then we're going to reverse the order of the installation and put all of these 6 screws back in. And you want to make sure when you're putting these screws in here that nothing's binding. You want to make sure that the plastic is pretty flush with the mounting plate behind it. You don't want to put pressure on these and crack your center stack if it didn't go in properly. That went in good. Yep, that went in pretty good. Okay, we're ready to put the center console back in, and you'll notice that it will slide forward. And before we put it all back in, what we're going to do is we're going to rehook these wires up, and this particular wire goes to the phone charger. And it also has a little red locking clip that goes in there. There we go. It goes right in that little hole. Then the other wire we're going to hook in is the one that goes to, we have no idea. But we're going to hook it back up. We're going to snap this back in. That goes in so easy. And the other thing, when I had this thing upside down, I noticed that the rubber came out of here, which makes it really easy to put in the sink and clean, and then stick it back in, because it always gets gooked up. Okay, get your orientation correct. And what we're going to do is we're going to slide this back part toward the back of the vehicle. And one thing to remember, This top clip, again, slides in, so it does not pinch. So what you got to do is you kind of got to flex this a little bit, slide it in, and then pop your clips. This is where you're going to slide that little clip on, and then you can start popping stuff in. And this is not low enough yet. Got to get it down past. There we go. And this one you don't even have to slide the seat on. You can get it all hooked back up. The other side, we're going to do the same thing, put the final bolt in, and then we're going to test it out. All right, we've got everything installed. We're going to go ahead and start the truck up. Interestingly enough, the auto stop is off when I started the truck. So let me turn it on. There, it's on. And you'll see auto stop on in the dashboard.
Yep.
Turn it off. When we go to start the truck, the auto stop should be on. And it is on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the auto stop off. It says auto stop off in the dashboard. We're going to turn the truck off. And we're going to start it up. And auto stop should be disabled. Perfect.
Did that light come on and then went back off again?
It just came on and came off. So what it does, it got a spike of power. It remembered where it was in the last position, and it turned it off so that when the truck runs, I never have to worry about that. And that is the AutoStop Eliminator. If you go to AutoStopEliminator.com, I'll leave a link in the messages below, and I'll also show you the device. They make two devices for this particular truck, depending on the year. So there's a Generation 1 and a Generation 2. Mine is the Generation 1 because this is a 2021, but they make them for later vehicles also. So thanks for being with us at the Full Octane Garage. If you like our videos, don't forget to like and subscribe and come back often. Give us some thumbs up. Oh, and don't forget to leave some comments about how much you love the auto stop in your truck and the AutoStop Eliminator changing your life.